Local administration of the Kathmandu Valley yesterday extended the ongoing prohibitory order with some ease in restrictions considering the persisting risks. On a sadder note, the authorities seem clueless regarding how they should proceed ahead with the prohibitory measures, other than which they have failed to bring any other strategy in our fight against coronavirus. Good morning, I'm Amar Singh Pradhan and these are the top stories of the hour. 46 deaths due to COVID-19 and just over 1,600 new cases registered in the country yesterday. PCR tests dwindle amid the decreasing death curve. Distribution of health materials based on influential approach results due to the lack of transparency affects government's one-door policy. Benjamin Netanyahu loses his 12-year hold on power in Israel. Right-wing nationalist Naftali Bennett sworn in as new Israeli Prime Minister. And Netherlands snatched a thriller against Ukraine on the Euro Cup. Austria proved too good for debutants North Macedonia. The country continues to reel under coronavirus as 46 COVID-19 deaths were registered yesterday, taking the COVID-19 death tally to 8,412. Meanwhile, the total number of COVID-19 cases in the country has reached 608,472 as 1,694 more individuals tested positive for the virus yesterday. The Kathmandu Valley alone reported 653 positive cases. The total infected includes 60.93% males and 39% females. According to the Health Ministry, 7,517 tests through the PCR method were carried out yesterday. The infection rate in the country now stands at 22.5%. 3,994 individuals registered full recovery yesterday, taking the recovery tally to over 5.2 million, while the recovery rate stands at 87.3%. The death rate stands at 1.6%. Based on the latest report by the Health Ministry, 64,744 of the infected are currently in home isolation, 1,100 in intensive care units and 347 on ventilator support. A two-day vaccination drive is going to be conducted in Kathmandu Valley beginning today. The inoculation drive that was started on 8th of June in all parts of the country was halted in Kathmandu metropolis due to lack of vaccines. All wards of the Kathmandu metropolis used to provide the jab, while now only 4 centers are allocated to distribute the life-saving jab. The general public will have to reach capital's Bir Hospital, TU Teaching Hospital in Maharajganj, Civil Service Hospital in Baneswar and Birendra Army Hospital in Chhaoni to receive the vaccine. The Kathmandu metropolis had issued a notice regarding the discontinuation of the vaccine rollout. However, the drive will be conducted for today and tomorrow. The elderly citizens between the ages of 60 to 64 years are prioritized in the ongoing vaccination program. According to the metropolis, individuals who have received the first jab of varicella vaccine, frontline health workers, paramedics and nursing students will be included in the vaccination drive. Nepal has been receiving medical materials on a daily basis from several donor countries and organizations in a bid to contain COVID-19. However, these materials have been distributed based on approach, even as the government has been claiming of implementing the one-door policy for the distribution. More in this report.
Several European Union countries, including Slovenia, Austria and Malta, handed over 10 types of medical materials to the Health Ministry on Sunday. The ministry has been receiving such materials on a daily basis. Nepal has already received 95 ventilators, 970 oxygen concentrators and over 5,000 oxygen cylinders, among other medical materials from larger donor countries, including China, the US, Spain and Denmark. Nepali migrant workers in Oman also sent 600 oxygen cylinders with their own efforts. The Health Ministry has been claiming of implementing the one-door policy based on need. However, on the contrary, such health materials have been distributed based on influential approach. Recently, Nepali Congress leader Arjun Narsingh Kesi handed over health materials which were received from the US Nepal Medical Foundation through a trust named after his parents to a local primary health center in Nuwakot and also mentioned about it in his social media account. However, the foundation expressed its dissatisfaction regarding the incident and started a probe into the matter. Earlier, Nepali migrant workers in Oman were also furious after oxygen cylinders were not distributed to the hospitals which they had been sent for. Such malpractice among leaders and lawmakers has largely affected government policy and resulted in lack of transparency.
In our Public Voice segment, we had asked the public in Salyan district how have they been helping the kids with their studies during the 2 months of the prohibitory period. Let's take a look at what they have to say.
बच्चा-बच्चीहरु घरमा बसेर सारै बिग्रिए। अब टिभी हेर्ने, खाली मोबाइल हेर्ने, पढ्नेतिर ध्यानै छैन, त्यही भएर सारै गाह्रो भछ हामीहरुलाई।
एउटा स्कुल जाने तालिका जस्तै गरेर उनलाई एउटा रुटिन बनाएर अनि अहिले ती जुनै विषयहरु उनका म्याथ, साइन्स, नेपाली भन्ने जसरी अहिले यतिखेर पढ्ने घण्टा-घण्टामा आधी घण्टामा उनलाई पढ्ने र बीच-बीचमा खेल्ने पनि म समय दिएर त्यसरी पढ्ने गराएका छौं।
गाउँले परिवेशमा त्यति पढेको मान्छे त हुँदैनौ, तै पनि अब आफूले सक्ने सहयोग चाहिँ गरेर चाहिँ पढाइरहेका छौं।
केटाकेटीलाई पढ भन्ने हो, किताबमा भएको कुराहरु अलिअलि सिकाइन्छ। अब हाम्रो स्कुलहरुले त्यसरी अनलाइन क्लास पनि चलाएको छैन।
And now time for our segment Public Pulse, where it texters with their opinion. Why has the distribution of materials received as foreign aid to contain COVID-19 not been transparent? Your options are: option A, influence of powerful individuals; option B, faulty government mechanism; and option C, obvious in crisis. The voting is on. Type NEWS, select your option A, B or C and send it to 34001 to share opinion with us. And that's all for the moment. Our next English bulletin will be at 11 a.m. Good day and stay safe.